Congressman Rick Crawford, chairman of the House Intelligence Committee. Congressman, I want to take advantage of the fact that we have an explosive ordnance disposal technician joining us now. I know that was your job in the Army a long time ago, but Nate was just talking about cluster bombs. There's, these are dispensers and payloads. Basically, it's a projectile or a bomb or a missile that opens up and turns into a lot of little ones. Problem there is the indiscriminate nature. There's some questions over laws of war and how this should be used only on a battlefield rather than, obviously near civilians. Do we have intelligence that this was an option, that they may use this? And do you see any surprises so far with what you've been briefed on?
Well, the fact that I haven't been briefed on that, but the fact that they're using those in urban areas tells you all you need to know about these savages. What we know about cluster munitions, as you know, they've been used for years. The Russians used them against the Afghan Mujahideen back in the 80s. And children go out there, pick them up. They look like toys. They look like pieces of candy on the ground, and they're just terrible. And I've been against these cluster munitions for a long time. And as a fellow EOD tech, the problem that presents in clearing those munitions. Exactly. In a tactical environment, but even more so in an urban environment. How would you go about even clearing that and the damage that could ensue as a result of it? So big problem. It is very telling that they are willing to use cluster munitions against civilian targets and in urban environments.
Certainly. Chairman, I want to bring it back home. In our earlier hour, we talked about the protests here in New York City. You've got people in the streets proudly saying that they support terrorists and other horrible, awful, monstrous things that they're saying, just in plain sight. They don't care who hears. So my question is, we've got DHS defunded. We've got Democrats who don't look like they're willing anytime soon to fully fund it because they want to die on the hill of illegal aliens, I suppose. How concerned are you for the homeland, especially given what we just went through this past week with the terror attacks and the terror plots? It doesn't feel good, especially if you're in a big city right now.
Well, y'all have probably observed this over the last year or so since I've been chairman. I've been beating the counterintelligence drum pretty steady and even ever more loudly because it's so important that we don't allow these counterintelligence threats. Our domestic space now, the United States, the homeland, is contested space because of the persistent threat that exists in counterintelligence. And it's now accelerated and elevated as a result of this action in Iran. We know that they have a huge network of